How you doing, ladies and gentlemen? I'm here to talk about New York City, one of the greatest cities in the country, right? I mean, everybody knows New York. New York is known for their food, for entertainment, for famous bars, best pizza in the world, bagels, diners, right? I grew up in New York. It was great. Greatest place in the world to grow up. So many beautiful men and women, right? And they're all leaving New York in droves. Everyone's getting the fuck out. Everyone's just packing up New York City, Manhattan, the greatest city in the world. Numerous songs, right? Frank Sinatra, Jay-Z, song after song about New York City, how beautiful it is. And everybody's just packing their shit and getting the fuck out of there, right? Okay, I mean, COVID had something to do with it, right? But, I mean, the kick in the ass is the cops that are killing criminals. I mean... Hey, the cops that are going to 911 calls, that are getting calls, that are doing their job. You're sitting in the car, radio goes off. Yeah, okay, I'm going to head over there. Guy gives you a hard time, guy resists, guy's a criminal. You get threatened, whatever the case may be. The guy winds up dead, and it's the cop's fault. Racist police, right? So now New York City is turned into a shithole. They have this event called the Juve, right? Every year. Labor Day Parade, Caribbean Day Parade. 5 people shot. 6-year-old kid, 3 o'clock in the morning. Come on, really? 6-year-old kid at 3 o'clock in the morning takes a bullet. Outside of his house. Not in his house, not in bed sleeping. Outside of his house, takes a bullet. If you don't see anything wrong with this, then you're the problem. You're a moron, right? If you're going to defend this and say, oh, well, what's the big deal? Whatever. Every year, year after year, I worked that parade probably 11 to 12 times in my 20-year career. Shootings and stabbings. We were told, let them drink their alcohol, which is illegal, right? Open container in public, criminal court summons, right? Smoke the weed, urinate in front of us, piss right in the fucking street. Don't bother them. You know what? It's not a major crime, as long as they're not holding somebody up or doing some type of robbery, right? Because they don't want a riot to ensue. Because if you stop a person and try to give them a summons for smoking a joint or urinating, then you're racist, right? Let's face it. You're white, you're racist. If you're black, you're part of the government. You're Uncle Tom, right? You're part of the government, right? Meanwhile, nobody on this planet has ever been involved with slavery. It's 200 years ago, and we're still hearing about it, right? So shootings are at 1,000, I think it's 1,054 shootings in New York, right? That's 131 a month. 131 shootings a month. And they're not in white neighborhoods. And if they are, there's maybe 2 or 3 of them. 131 shootings a month. That is fucking insane, right? So it's creeping back to where it was in the past, right? I came on a job 86. New York was crazy. I think it was 92. They had over 2,000 homicides, like 2,200 homicides, 2,200 murders in 1 year, right? But the police are the problem, right? So the police get a call on the radio. How you doing? They go to the job. Guy's resisting. Guy's obnoxious, doesn't want to listen, doesn't fail to comply. Criminals. So cops kill criminals, the whole world goes nuts. New York City's now shut down, right? They broke up all the stores. Nobody wants to stay there. Everybody's closing up. You know, COVID and Black Lives Matter. Combination of both, right? So imagine going to a parade. People are supposed to be happy, drinking, having a good time, right? And the chances of you catching a bullet or getting stabbed are very likely. I think I looked it up. I think since 2003, I only got to 2016. You got 12 people killed. I think it's probably higher than that. Imagine getting killed going to a parade. You would think that your chances are, I'm going to a parade. Supposed to be laughing, drinking, celebrate my heritage. 12 people have been killed since 2003 and multiple people shot and stabbed on top of that. And like I said, I'm not sure if the 12 is an accurate number. I know it's not less than 12. I know it's probably more than 12, right? Can you imagine? Now, I've gone to St. Patty's Day Parade. I've gone to thousands of parades as a civilian and never had a problem. Never had a problem. So what's going on? Now, whose fault is it? Is it the white racist cop, really? You're going to put it on the white racist cop, huh? You're going to say the cop who goes to work and is abiding by the law, right? This is what's happening. It's just the good old days of New York, the way I grew up. It was great, and it's so sad that it's gone. And anybody that's out of there doesn't want to go back. I don't want to go back. I got millions of friends and family there. I don't want to go back. New York is gone. It's a shame. And you have this parade. Now listen, they didn't really have the parade because of COVID, but they had the parade. And what's this bullshit about black criminals get killed because they're black? Everybody could go to the funeral. Everybody could do what they want. You could riot. No social distancing at all. So if you fly somewhere and you fly back, they want you to do a 14-day quarantine. What if you say you're just a Black Lives Matter supporter and you're going to go to a riot? Then I guess you don't have to quarantine because you get excluded because it's your right.